evening, everyone. Tonight, our team will be covering an article published by Business Insider on October 13th, 2018, and the effects of management contributing to this business failure. The business we're going to be focusing on tonight is Sears. Sears, once the largest retailer in the world, has been closing hundreds of stores for years now. It's reportedly filing for bankruptcy by next Monday. It is due to pay back a whopping $134 million worth of debt to its lender. Many factors are contributing to this business failure. However, employees and business analysts are blaming this solely on the CEO, Eddie Lambert, for the retailer's decline. In the past, Eddie Lambert has been known for taking out billions of dollars of loans to keep his company afloat. And by the end of the bankruptcy, Eddie Lambert is planning on bidding some of the company's real estate. American consumers are now lamenting the loss of one of the country's most famous retailers, at which one point was the world's largest. Sears was widely considered to be an early innovator of the shopping landscape and is also known as the Amazon of its time.
Leadership is a very important part of any organization. Business leadership can be attributed to failure and success for any business. Eddie Lambert was known to manage Sears and wanted to be included in many of the decisions. This created very little diversity in decision making. Lambert was also known to surround himself with people who shared his vision and would not hire anyone who disagreed. This caused many managers to come in and out of the organization when the revenue continued to decline. Lambert liked to analyze numbers himself but failed to acknowledge trends in the market. This caused Sears to fall short every time the market changed and put Sears at a disadvantage with the competitors. Sears had many assets worth a lot of money, which Sears failed to sell or license to increase profits. Sears could have changed and adapted to the changing world, but according to the CEO, Sears was already doing everything correct.
One of the reasons that Sears had to file for bankruptcy is because of a decrease in sales over the past 9 years. Revenue has gone from $36.2 billion in 2013 to $25.1 billion in 2015. Sales starts with an effective leader who knows how to motivate their employees. It's apparent this wasn't the case at Sears since many employees were dissatisfied with the current CEO. Satisfied employees often leads to higher turnover rates and lower productivity. In order to help increase sales, Sears should motivate their employees with things like appropriate working conditions, job security, good pay and benefits, and effective supervision. For example, Sears can train their supervisors to help them become more empathetic, open, fair, supportive, and accessible to their employees, which in turn would help motivate their employees and generate more productivity and employee loyalty.
The situation that Sears is currently in could have been avoided and could possibly still be rectified through the teachings of Peter Drucker, which are outlined in Chapter 2 of our text. What Sears could still do is adopt the management by objectives approach, in which objectives are agreed upon by management and employees. They could move away from physical capital and invest in human capital. And most importantly, they need to find a balance between short-term goals and long-term sustainability. Instead of doing all these things, what they have done in the past is appoint a CEO who acts as individual decision maker for the corporation and is therefore blamed for its decline. And instead of moving toward human capital, they have moved away from it and invested only in their physical capital and trying to keep their stores open. And they cut off their human-based services, which included insurance, financial brokerages and firms, and credit card services. This shows a lack of adaptability to the market, and it's why they were surpassed in 1990 by Walmart as the nation's leading retailer.